Good evening, Chris Fincham. Thoughts from a Cabin, number 10. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Have a look behind me. Look, see? Woohoo! I moved my guy inside because he was sitting outside on the deck, and I live in a little cube, and I wanted him in here with me so that I could rebuild him and stuff like that. So here is my mannequin, 6'2", with all sorts of crap and all sorts of stuff. I want to talk a little bit about art and creativity. For me, art is about expressing yourself. It's about challenging yourself. It's about building something on what is already there. I've studied painting. I've studied science. I've studied a few bits and pieces. I've always been interested in the arts. I like the idea of being a creative being. I like the idea that I can create whatever I want in a little square of paper and then build it and create it. You see, artists are creative. That means that we have been gifted the ability to create. Now, sometimes I have no idea where my art is going, but other times I get directed in a particular direction, like here, the crucifixion of Jesus, and here he is, my mannequin, 6'2", moved from the outside of the deck, moved into my little shack. I moved my books and stuff out so I could have him here. It's about creating an alternative reality. That's what we do. That's what I do as an artist. I create alternative reality. I get outside the box. I don't allow myself to be programmed. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about programming and about the narrative. For me, the narrative, history narrative, is so wrong. The history narrative has been kept from us as far as the reality of history goes. So keeping that in mind, here we are in 2019. Right, 2019. God, I didn't think, 20 years ago, I didn't think I'd be living beyond the 90s because of my choices, because of my decisions, and because of my my choices. I was convinced. By the time I was 14 years old, I was convinced that by the time I was 22, I would be dead. But I was not dead at the age of 22. I might have been morally, physically, and spiritually dead, but I was not physically dead. So I start asking questions. Why am I here? What am I doing? What is my role in life? Is it to bring up kids? Is it to introduce children to the world that is coming? I don't know. What I do know is that I have great ideas. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, this is in my little cabin. I mean, we're talking like 1, 2, 3. We're talking like 9, 10 metres square max. And this guy, here he is. This guy was out the front. But it's about pushing boundaries. For all you artists, it's about taking a risk. It's nice to be able to draw things that you see in front of your face and to be able to say to someone, oh, look, I've drawn this. It was in front of your face. What do you think? And that's fantastic. It's a skill. But I'd like to think bigger than that. I'd like to think the bigger the better. I'll take one little seed, one little concept, and I will blow it out of proportion. Mind you, sometimes I'll just take one little seed and then I'll add it to another little seed. And I'd like to talk about inspiration. Not just inspiration, but gifts. Gifts from the spiritual world. As artists, we are called upon, I'm talking to artists now, we are called upon to interpret the world in a very different way. We investigate. We go close. We go intimate. We get intimate with reality. And there's certain skills and abilities that do that. We can learn those skills. I mean, we can learn the skill of perspective. Like Leonardo da Vinci, he played lots of games of perspective. In fact, The Last Supper was all based on two-dimensional perspective, but with a three-dimensional view from the person who was looking at that. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, is that not freaky? I mean, I'm probably going to go to bed tonight, go to sleep and think, oh yeah, I've had a good day. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to see this mother sucker facing me and I'm going to think, oh my God, what have I done? But here he is. It's about blending reality and fantasy and forward thought, future reading, just like so many other. You see, as an artist, you see, all you basically got is you've got what basically the world is giving you. And the world says, yeah, we're all made of atoms, and then there's all these little things that are connected to atoms, and I mean, God, give me a break, please. I mean, I believe it. But that cannot explain what created this. Consciousness, understanding, and just a desire to be creative. For an artist, there is no better motivation. I just want to create. I want to step outside the box. Well, most of us, some of us want to stay in the box and prove the box. I have a great friend who is an absolutely brilliant artist. He's worked very, very hard at his art. And I've seen works of his that, quite frankly, are awesome. His name's Damien, and Damien Matthew Hall, and he is brilliant. Cup of coffee. So, anyway, we can let it go. This is my little cabin. Here is my man. He's been around for a little while, but he keeps changing, he keeps morphing. And, oh, just a little word. Aratai, the gallery here in Masterton. I'm a member of a group called King Street Artworks, and we have our yearly exhibition coming up. I think it's the 7th of this month. I know that they're taking bits and pieces. I know that they're taking the artworks to Aratai Gallery and sorting them out. I think I've got 4 pieces in there. I've got the Night Hunter, which is a blimp that is just a blimp. I've got a Taurus. I've got a bull, which is a Minotaur. I have Boudica, Iceni, princess, queen, with her chariot and with some wild animals. And I've also got a painting called, I think it's called Dimensions, and that is exploring different layers and different levels of existence. I love you guys, and I want to thank you for being with me. I think this looks very cool. This is, yeah, let me just give you some. We got the butterfly wings. We've got the head that is completely controlled by something else. We've got the heart, which is mechanical. And then we go down to, he's lost a leg, but he now has a alternative leg. So, God bless you. I just also want to say, wake up. Wake up, world. There is so much going on at the moment that is scary. That in our world, I mean, like I was just watching some news tonight, and apparently the ABC network in Australia was raided by the police. I mean, we're in New Zealand, okay, and I guess we're sisters, brothers of Australia. This is an indication of where we are going, okay? There will be no independence. There will be no word that will not be heard and reinterpreted to something else. Okay? We're in New Zealand and we think to ourselves, and I think we're quite arrogant because we sit back and we think, oh yeah, a bit of rain, no problem. Little bit of a storm, yeah, great. Little bit of ice, yeah, good. Little bit of a frost. But the fact is, mate, we are doing very well compared to the rest of the world. Okay? 18 tornadoes in the USA over the past week. Swarms of earthquakes. Fiji, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand. Mate, things are changing. And you know what I think? I think it's up to artists to divert our attention in a sense that in a roundabout way we can show something and we can make it happen. And that's a good thing. So my people, God bless you. This is Chris F. Finishing. Chris Fincham, Masterton. I think it's about number 10 as far as it goes as from thoughts from the cabin. So God bless you. Be artistic. Be creative. Don't let your brain limit your choices and what you do. Make things happen. God bless you. I'll see you later.